TV is asleep.
Okay.
She's got 7 TV right now.
70.
She popped a 7th.
Oh boy.
I think she's having a hard time teething.
Oh. Check, check, check.
Check, check, check.
Check, check. Well, we're going to call that a sound check. Camera 1. Camera 2. Look at that zombie horde. Camera 4. So we're not going to be using camera 3 today.
Okay.
Hey, Nay. How you doing? Hey, Jim. D. W. Low. Oog is on here. Very cool. Thank you, Oog. William Schmidt-Matson is on here. Questwise is on here. Howdy, Questwise. Thank you for joining. Let's see. What do we got going on today? What do we have going on today? So I thought I'd go ahead and do a couple of the pre-game thingies with y'all. Since we have, just about 3 minutes before we start. Let's roll for our random events together. So red dice will be for the scrolls. Okay, they got an 8 friendly local and a 4 early warning. So the Dane's got an early warning. The leader gets a +1 to pass her first peril. Maybe I'll remember that. Maybe I won't. And then the Skrulls get a friendly local. A friendly local.
A friendly local to the zombies?
A friendly local, yeah.
Like, oh, geez, these guys look nice.
Oh yeah, these guys, yeah. This looks like some folks that you could trust.
Yeah.
This looks like some folks you could trust right here. Let's see. What do we have here? We got a 2-fisted. We'll just put a little animal out there looking thing. Yeah, we'll put a little animal monster out there. Kekinch has itself an extra little cobra monster out there. A friendly cobra monster. So level 1 little follower shows up to help him. And then after the random events, we're going to roll to see.
Are you going to put your hat on?
Do you want me to put my hat on?
You might need to.
All right, whatever.
Since you're talking and walking.
Talking and walking. See, I can talk and walk. Science tried to say I couldn't do that, but now it's been proven I can talk and walk. Maybe not simultaneously, but in sequence. How are you doing today? We got our guest goblin here today. She has 7 fangs now. Yeah, 7 fangs to chomp on people. Oh, okay. What am I rolling for? Oh, starting initiative. Red dice will be for the scrolls.
Bum, bum, bum.
2 and then 2. Oh, don't start that again. Okay, so scrolls are going to start with initiative. They got a 3. So they will be starting off as the director. That's interesting. This scenario that we're doing today, am I starting? I still have a little less than 1 minute, so I'm going to go ahead and hold off on getting too far into a spiel. We'll call that good for now. Hey, everybody. I'm so glad you joined today. If you haven't already, be sure and take a minute to hit that like button for us. Let's go see everybody. Let's go see what everybody's got going on today. Yeah, let's go see what everybody's doing today. Oh my goodness, yeah. It's a goblin if I ever saw one. I think the elves stole our baby and left us with a goblin. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna play. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. I'm supposed to go officially live. The official live. Let's see, do we have the microphones on?
I think
Mine
so.
is on. Yours is on. Are the receivers on?
Well, we can hear them, so yes.
Yeah, check. Okay. All right. Well, here we go. Hey, everybody, this is Dave here at Pulp Alley, and I am with the world's most dangerous Bessie from Parts Unknown.
I don't think it's that unknown.
From Parts Unknown.
And a baby
And a baby.
from Parts Unknown.
Parts Unknown. So we're doing a basic scenario today. I wanted to do this one a few weeks ago, and I decided to do the hit instead. But I still wanted to play this scenario, so I'm going back and doing it again. This is the dangerous delivery scenario. I can't really recommend them too much because I think they're awesome. The basic scenarios out of the core rulebook can be played over and over again and reskinned in different settings and things like that. If you want to do a sci-fi scenario, play one of the basic scenarios. If you want to do a fantasy scenario, do one of those. It's just like those scenarios can be reskinned and placed in just about any genre or any setting, and you can have a lot of fun with them. Oftentimes it's if you want to do a different setting or a different genre, it's really more about the figures that you use and the terrain that you put on the table than the rules of high adventure are always high adventure, and that's what Pulp Alley is about. For this scenario, I put the man-eating plant out here. This is a little something from the Lost World of Lemuria set. So that's out here. So if anybody runs within 6 inches of this thing, they can draw its attention. Plus, it's just a perilous area as well. Oh yeah, she knows. She knows about the man-eating plant. Perilous areas in general, and don't feel bad. I think if you put a perilous area out there and people avoid it, that's what they should do. Right? It's okay. It's okay if you put a perilous area out there and it's really just more like a denier that nobody's going to move around that thing. Um, if you really want them to come into play, then you have to start putting plot points and things like that in those perilous areas to lure people into them. Otherwise, it's like, why should I walk across the lava of doom?
Oh, there's a shiny thing on the other
Oh,
side.
there's
I
a
guess I
shiny
better
thing
go.
on the other side? Okay, well, I'm going to go get my shiny thing. But otherwise, I think I'll walk around the lava of doom. There's no way around. Let's see. So
Gonna let it go.
in this scenario, we have the Danes, and I am using the same roster that I've used several times. So we have Mielikki, we have her sidekick Vanna Moynin, we have Elsa over here, we have Frankie, and we have Nina over here on this flank. Now, for both of these leagues, I gave them 6 extra slots. And the reason I did that is just to make them a little bit beefier, just to make it a little bit more of a skirmish game and less of an adventure game. So giving them more slots above and beyond what they would normally have. So this is a 10-slot league that you see created here. I don't know that I can actually, I can probably show you the roster. So this is a normal 10-slot league. And then what I did with it's got a leader, it's got a sidekick, it's got 3 level 2 allies, and it's got a level 1 follower. So that's your 10 slots. So what did I do with the 6 extra slots? I gave 3 of the characters mounts. So you spent 3 points for the mounts, And then I spent another 3 points to beef up the mounts. So the mounts are not just normal mounts, they are both armored and aggressive mounts. So that's where the other 3 points went. 3 points to the mounts and 3 points to upgrade the mounts. Well, bam! So that's their basically a normal league that has 6 resource points to spend. So let's take a look at the other league and see what we did over there. So as they cross through the Pong Swamp here, Keck Inch is running very low on scrawls, and I'll probably continue to refer to his side as the scrawl side, but there's really only one scrawl out there, and the rest of them are living dead men. So there's going to be a little bit more of the story unraveled during this scenario. They did roll, for those of you that are tuning in late, they did roll and get a friendly local for their random event. And that's this cute little cobra sitting out here. Oh, he's adorable.
A
Cute
danger
little cobra.
noodle.
So Keck is also known as Burning Cloud to the Danes. Keck Inch here is the sidekick level 3. Now this league is built with the Mastermind perk, and that gives them a total of 16 slots just straight out of the gate. The sidekick is free, and the 16 slots were spent on this front line here. There are 8 level 2 zombies here, and there's your 16 points. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Then for their 6 extra slots, we've included 3 gangs, and these are level 2 gangs with the all of the zombies basically have the same abilities. So they are beasts, and then they have animal ability and reanimated. And that is exactly how the zombies are built, and the gangs have the exact same abilities. So it'll be interesting in this scenario because you'll get to see the difference between how the gangs operate in compared to an ally, which is basically built exactly the same. All right, so that's your the basic league, 16 slots. Because they have the Mastermind perk. That means they have no leader level character out here. They have no level 4 character. So for this scenario, you see my little blue tape out here? That is the escape. That is the exit point for this scenario. So what the Danes have to do is they have to exit the table carrying the plot points. And that basically means to come over here and touch my blue tape. Once a model touches my blue tape, they are removed from the table. The idea is that they want to carry off the table as many plot points as they can. Each plot point that they carry off the table, they will receive credit for. Any plot point that is still on the table at the end of the scenario automatically go to the defender. So the defender can't actually even do plot points at all in this scenario. It's actually part of the special rules for the scenario. They're not allowed to pick up or touch the plot points. I shouldn't say touch. That's the wrong word to say. They cannot attempt the plot points. They can certainly go over and just stand on it if they wanted to. But the defender will automatically receive credit for every scenario or for every plot point that is still left on the table at the end of it. So everything that's moved off the table, the Danes will receive credit for. I also didn't draw any cards.
Ooh.
So the Keck Inch is starting the scenario with the initiative. I think we're ready to get going.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's get this going. I don't know. This might be the last. Maybe we'll do one more. Now, we intended to have a guest today. Unfortunately, they had something come up, so they weren't able to do the game today. Quick shout outs. Hey, Telemachus, thank you so much for joining. Jeffrey Clark is on here. Neil Morgan. Mac Daddy is on here. Mortis005 is joining us from the lovely state of Utah. Uta.
I don't think that's how they say it.
That's how it's
I
pronounced.
don't
That is
think
the
that's how they say it.
correct pronunciation. Okay, 3 cards for Keck, and Keck is starting off with a breakaway, a disarmed,
Ooh.
and a buy some time. That's interesting. Oh, and I'm all right for Mielikki, a misfortune. Nice to have a misfortune in your hand, just to make sure if the baddies come up with something that you have a response for it. All right, there are their cards. Now, when I look at this scenario, it's a breakthrough scenario. So you really have to get in the mindset of that strategy or that tactic as you're playing through this scenario, and think about that your goal is to carry those plot points off the table. For the defender, their goal is to try and stop the plot points from getting off the table. So they're really playing a delaying and a little bit of a blocking action. So I don't think I'm going to have the scrolls really advance too far. They may come out like one turn, but then I think they're just going to try and hold that perimeter and just be a blocking force and say, see if you can get through us. They are reanimated. They are level 2. So they could be some potentially really difficult things to get through. Can the Danes crack that nut and blow through there and get off the table? I think that's what I'm excited to see, whether or not they're going to be able to do
We'll
that.
crack some nuts.
So I guess we'll get started
Okay.
on that note, on the nutcracker note. So the Skrulls have control right now. I don't think there's any reason. Oh, look at that candy. Oh.
You don't worry about what's over there.
Oh, there's some candy. There's some candy right there. Now, on the Danes side here, I specifically set Mielikki and Frankie and Vanamoinen all together. So they are actually touching each other right now. So I may have to rethink this a little bit, because Keck over there, he looks across the field and he can see that they're kind of clumped together there. What he's going to try to do on turn number 1 is he's going to use an ability that somehow I have avoided or failed to use in every scenario so far. He has an ability called Snipe. So what he's going to do is he's going to throw a peril from out of his hand. He has a peril here in his hand. And what Snipe allows him to do is to use that card against any character that he can see and target them with a peril. So that's what he's going to do. And he's going to throw that on Frankie. He sees that as the weak point. So if he can force her to drop that plot point, that could be candy for their side.
Hey.
So that peril is not random. It comes straight out of his hand. So you got to use good cards if you want to take somebody down. So Frankie cannot dodge that. Oh, just for clarity and to make sure everybody clearly understands this, that is not using a fortune card effect, and you could not misfortune that. That's really something that you guys got to remember there. The fortune card effect is the top portion of that card, which is not being used. Keck Inch is not using the fortune card effect, which is what misfortune stops. She's using the peril portion of the card, and that is the bottom part. Has nothing to do, cannot be stopped by misfortune. So, for those of you out there that thought that could be used, I wanted to clarify that. So, she's hit with a peril, a 3-point peril. She can't dodge it. She doesn't have the dodge to stop it. She doesn't have the abilities to stop it. So she could go straight to her health check. So Bessie Do you want her to use the I'm all right card, or are you going to take it on the chin and roll your health check? If she is hurt, she will drop that plot point.
I'll risk it. I'm all right.
She says she's going to use the card. So she uses the card, right? Okay. She uses the I'm all right. She does not want to drop that plot point on turn number 1.
Plus, I love Frankie.
I know.
You
See?
picked that on purpose.
Yeah.
Just so I would use that card.
Had it right there. So after that move, so Keck has activated over there. And now after that move, he's going to go ahead and force the other side to activate. So the first thing that Frankie is going to do now is she's going to activate. And what she's going to do is called a transfer. And she's going to move her plot point to Mielikki. So now Mielikki has her plot point. You'll note here that they started in contact. Remember I said that? They started in contact with each other. So just to make sure you guys understand, Frankie did not move to do that. She was already there, so she just basically just handed over her fragment of the broken orb to Mielikki. All right. They're going to continue to force these guys to activate over here. So I think does Van get rid of his plot point too, or does Van hold on to it? What do you think, boys and girls?
Well,
do we put all of our eggs in one basket here?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
Make a decision.
You make it. You're not playing the game.
Okay, we're gonna have Van Moynihan hold on to his plot point then, and he's gonna take off running. Van is gonna play it fast and loose, and he's just gonna take off running. He's just gonna take off running his full 12 inches. And he's going to come up behind this bush over here. I guess there's not a whole lot of reason to use the cover other than against Keck's snipe ability. They're going to make them activate again. We'll go ahead and do Mielikki, and she's going to move again. She will move again, and she's going to stop her activation right there in contact with Van Moynihan. So they are touching, and I just want to be clear about that. And oftentimes, if you're playing the game, there's nothing wrong with clarifying that with your opponent when you're playing to make sure that they clearly understand what your intention was there. Because in the hustle and bustle of the game, maybe one of them gets knocked apart and they're not touching or whatever. So as long as you just clearly say that they are touching, then that should kind of help with that sort of stuff. I'm going to go ahead and move Woody. So Pateau is moving up as well. Pateau is moving up. Now, these three, the ladies back here. Oh, remember she has a +1 to her first peril. These ladies are armored, so they're only getting 6-inch moves back here.
Wait, does Frankie get to move?
Frankie does not get to move because she used her activation to hand off the plot point. Thank you, sweetheart. Not letting me cheat. Whatever. All right, so there they are, and Frankie did not get to move. Now, on the transfer, it's important to remember that a plot point cannot be moved more than one activation per turn. So that's why I was very clear about the idea that Frankie started in base-to-base contact and did not move during her activation. If she had moved during her activation and then handed off to Mielikki, Mielikki could not have moved because that plot point was already moved once that turn. So Mielikki could not have moved if she had taken possession of a plot point that had already moved. All right. And that's to prevent, obviously, the silly daisy chain of actions that you go, oh, look, and now it moves over here and over here and over here. That's all of their activations. They're not doing any shooting, and we're moving over to the second half of turn number 2. And we're going to just go fairly quickly over here. They're all just going to advance 6 inches here. So they're just going to form this unbreakable wall of death in more ways than one. And she doesn't have any cards to play here. So they're moving up. Keck cannot move because he has already moved, or he already performed his action. So the point at which they could start delaying the enemy has advanced, another 6 inches forward as the shambling horde begins to move forward. Now, where did all these zombies come from? That's interesting. So that ends turn number 1. We're going to start turn number 2. We're drawing cards. Keck still has control of the initiative. So he draws a bad news. And Mielikki draws a steady aim. Now that's interesting. That's interesting. All right.
How many turns is this?
I think it's a standard 6-turn game.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
We better get moving.
I know. My poor little dinosaurs, they may not be able to get across the table. I'm pretty sure it's a standard 6-turn scenario, though. Just remember, not all scenarios are 6 turns. I'm pretty sure that the basic scenarios are, though. Yep, turn limit 6 turns. Okay. As we start turn 2, Keck still has control of the initiative. He is the director. He wants to assess this table and decide, is he going to activate first, or is he going to make the baddies go from his point of view? He does have another.
That's a bit rich coming from
He
him.
does have another peril here in his hand that could be worth throwing. I think he's going to hold on to it, though. So we're going to go ahead and force the Danes to activate first. What do you guys think here? What do you guys think? So now we're in a tricky spot here. Give me a 4. See, if I get Van Amoinen out here, on his 12-inch run, I think I might try and just skirt the edges a little bit. I've got to keep moving forward, right?
Yeah.
Come up on the edge here, but what's going to happen? All of this stuff is going to come after him.
Well, you don't want to shift the whole thing and not protect your rear flank.
Oh, well. Okay. So I think we're just going to have to go for it. I don't know that there's a lot of options here. So Van is going to do his 12-inch run. Where he's at, he can't actually get on anybody. Boy, that's kind of crappy. Yeah, he's just a little bit short. So a 12-inch run is going to put him somewhere over here. That's still going to get an awful lot of heat on him. Awful lot of heat. All right, Keck wants them to continue activating. Or does he there? Now that he has a target, now that he has something over here, maybe he goes after it.
Maybe one of the gangs.
Okay.
You don't want to.
Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pick a gang that's off in the middle here. I'm going to pick this gang, and I'm going to send them after Van Amoinen.
Dirty dog.
So this gang goes after Van. Van, what are you going to do? Are you going to brawl them?
Yeah.
Now, this gang is going to be rolling 4 die 6. 4 die 6.
What's Van got?
Van has 4 die 8 or 5d8. 5d8 to dodge. I'm sorry, 4d8 to dodge. 5d8 to fight.
I'll fight him.
Okay.
We gotta get him. We gotta get him cleared out.
Yep. Now, if he could win this fight, clearly win it, boys and girls. Remember what that means.
Oh, we get
If
the
he could
director.
clearly win it, he could switch the director up here. And that's something really interesting about Pulp Alley is that every time a unit activates, the potential of a change in director basically is there, depending on what happens. So they are the active unit. Here they come. Now remember, reanimated units cannot block. So this is basically going to become a take them all situation. They have no other options. So they've got a couple sixes there. No matter what, he's going to be taking some heat, and they take 4 hits. So when we look at that, that means they're going to be obliterated and turned into ragdolls. Blip, 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 blip.
Yay, Van.
But Van is going to have to try to pass a 2 dice health check. Can he do it, boys and girls?
Yes.
He does it, boys and girls. He passes his health check and is not injured. Look at that. And what does that mean, boys and girls?
We're the director.
That means the Danes are now the director. Now that's interesting. That kind of changes things around. So the Danes now have to look at it and say, do we want to continue activating or do we want to try and force them to activate now? What do you guys think? What do you think? Boy, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. I think we want to try and force the Keck to activate some more of his units so we can see, let him burn some more of his activations.
Yeah.
So we can see what else he's going to try and do over there. So the Danes ask Keck to activate another unit. And I think he's going to try the same move here. I think he's going to just send another
horde onto.
Yep, he's going to send another horde onto Van. He's going to break that nut. So another horde moves in on Keck. They will be rolling 4 dice. 4 die 6. Now Van could either dodge with 3 die 6. Sorry. He could dodge with 4 die 6, or he could brawl with 4 die 6. What do you do here? So you think about, boy, that's a tough one. That's a really tough one. The difference there is that if I dodge, then Vanamoinen has control of the blocking. If I don't choose to dodge, if I choose to fight back, then it's automatically going to be a take 'em all situation. What do you think, Bessie? Do we dodge here?
Make him burn a fight.
Yeah,
maybe.
Okay. We're going to have Van try to dodge. I don't know. He's got an awful lot of dice piled up there. We're going to go ahead and go for a fight. We're going to go ahead and try teeth again and see if there's another chance he can wipe another group out.
Okay.
4 die 8 to fight with. Now, that's the dangerous move. That is the dangerous move because every success they roll is going to be getting through because they will not block. So here is, they are the active character and they are coming for blood. They got 2 6s again. Okay, well, that's not as bad as it could have been. So can Van wipe out another unit? 3 successes, and that's going to collapse another unit. 1, 2, 3 are removed. 2 of them are no longer combat effective, and they are also removed from play. Blip, blip. I think it's worth here talking about real quickly the difference between a gang and an ally. So if that had been an ally, those allies would have gone down instead of being removed from the table. So that's kind of one of the differences. Gangs, you got to kind of have to play with them to kind of see where their strengths and weaknesses are. They are very much even in a lot of ways, but they are also different. So potentially the ally would have been removed from the table as well if they failed their recovery check at the end of the turn. If that had been an ally, they would have at least had a chance to get back into the fight. As a gang, they're getting an extra dice in there more than the ally would, but they will not have a chance of getting back. All right. Van still has to roll a health check. Don't think I forgot about that. Bessie, do you want to roll it?
No, you can.
Here we go. Here we go. Vanamoinen passes another 2 dice health check and remains in play.
Yay.
And they're going to ask, the Danes are going to ask the Skrulls to activate again. Is Van just going to sit over here and wipe out their whole horde? I think we're going to have to send in an ally this time. So we'll send one from the far side, though. So this one is going to come over here. He's rolling 3 dice 6 to fight Vanamoinen. Vanamoinen could fight back with 3 dice 6, or he could dodge with 4 dice. Bessie?
I think we're going to look dangerous.
Oh, she wants some blood. She is not done killing.
There's a
3
horde.
dice versus 3 dice. Here's the 3 dice. A 5 and a 6.
Damn.
5 and a 6. Here's the 3 dice from Van. Van gets a 6. Guess what a 6 means? Guess who the active character here is? And you got to look at this, boys and girls. The baddies are the active character. So they have control of the blocking.
Yep.
And they're not going to block. They will never choose to block with reanimated characters. They will always try and deliver as much damage as possible. So that delivers 2 hits to Vanamoinen, 1 hit on the zombie, and guess what? They will automatically pass all 1 dice health checks. And all that happened there is that Vanamoinen is going to have to take 2 hits. Can he pass his 3rd health check in a row? No, and Vanamoinen is bloodied. You play fast and loose, and that's what happens. Now Vanamoinen is damaged. And guess who just became the director? Guess who just became the director? Now Keck looks at this situation and he says, instead of asking the Danes to activate, he's not going to ask the Danes to activate now because they might come up here and try and help Vanamoinen out. Instead, what he wants to do is he wants to finish Vanamoinen off now. He wants to finish him off. So I have another zombie. Okay, that one's a little too far. So this one is going to go in and finish off Vanamoinen and make him drop that plot point. Okay. That zombie is rolling 3 dice 6.
We'll dodge. What's 4?
4 dice 6 because now Vanamoinen is damaged. Okay, so here is the attack. Nothing. Vanamoinen will automatically pass it, and he can take a 1-inch move away. So he backs up an inch. They're still the boss, though, so they're going to send somebody else in. I think we'll send in the gang now.
All right.
He can't hurt him. Well, I mean, he could try, but so they're going to send in a gang. The gang is rolling 4 dice 6 to attack. Van is going to be dodging with 4 dice 6. Yep. It might seem like that's an equal fight, but mathematically, if you do the math, you'll know that Vanamoinen is probably going to get hit. 3 successes. Blocks 1, takes 2. Is going to have to roll a 2 dice health check. Van is down, and the plot point is loose.
Oh, no.
Vanamoinen goes down, overwhelmed. The plot point is now off and is lying there in the mud, the fragment of the orb. Now Keck has nobody else over here. Do you see what he did? He let that guy move into contact over here, and then he used his power as the director to totally crush that unit. And he's going to do the same thing again. He's going to hold all of his activations that he has left, and he's going to ask the Danes, go ahead and send somebody else into the meat grinder.
Which one of the girls can throw a burst?
None of these.
Oh. Okay. But they can shoot or they can't shoot. They're not very good. They're
not very
brawlers.
good
Okay.
at shooting. They're not very good at shooting. Yep. All right. So they are not very good at shooting. Let's see what we have over here. I guess give me that. So Woody could rush. He's got somebody in his range. Mielikki could rush. She could rush that gang over here. What do you think?
That feels a little dangerous.
Okay, what do you want to do? I guess we'll do some of the small stuff because
Okay.
we know that these guys are not going to do anything. So,
What do I click? Enter?
yeah. Yeah, if you chat once in a while, it'll probably stop that from occurring. When you hear that, come on.
Okay.
That's what you're looking for. Sorry. Just a second, guys. Okay.
We got it.
Get
I'm
some
good.
chat
We got
in
it.
there or something.
Okay.
All right. We are continuing turn 2. This is shaping up to be quite a battle here. They still have control of the initiative. Let's see, who is this? This is Elsa. She's going to do a 6-inch move. She doesn't have anybody in range to shoot, so she's going to move. I'm sorry, anybody in range to rush. So she's going to do a 6-inch move. She could shoot if she uses her steady aim card. She could get enough dice to cause damage. That's what she's going to do. She would normally only get 1 dice, which would be useless. If she can roll 2 successes, she's throwing 2 dice at that gang over there. They're all pretty much at the same distance from her. So she's going to try and throw 2 dice at this gang. It is an unopposed attack.
Can you ship that camera?
Because the gang cannot dodge. So if she gets 2 successes, she'll take 2 of them out. If she only rolls 1 success, nothing happens. She only rolled 1 success. Nothing happened because they will ignore or automatically pass all 1 dice health checks. Let's see. Do you need to take some pictures? So we're going to continue advancing some stuff. Frankie, who was lagging behind over here, she's going to go ahead and do her first 6-inch move of the game. And she's coming up. Boys and girls, remember on these lovely bookmarks that we have, not only does it have the ranges on there for doing 6-inch moves and other stuff, but it also has some helpful tips as far as this is the start of the turn and just the different turn sequence. And then on the back, it also has the common fight modifiers. So remember those are on there too for some quick reference. I'm going to activate 1 more character. This one's going to go ahead and move 6 inches forward. They're getting in range now where they can do some rushing. All right, what is Pato and Mielikki going to do? Are they going to roll on this side? Do they continue their wraparound over here? Or do they head towards the middle? Pato can't reach there, but he's got somebody over here he could hit. I guess we're going to try that. We're going to send Pato in. Pato activates and is going up against this zombie right here. Okay. Pato is rolling 3 die 6. The zombie is rolling 2 die 6.
Because he's been in a fight.
Correct. Here is Pato. Pato gets a 4. Oh, that's bad, Pato. That is bad. Oh, Pato, you poor fool. So, Pato cannot block the 6 because it's higher than his 4. So he has to let his 4 get through, and it will simply do nothing at all because he's up against a zombie. And that means Pato will have to roll a 1 dice health check. 1 dice health check. Pato is removed from play.
Oh.
Pato is a level 1 character. So he is removed from play when he fails a health check. Splintered. The only character that the Danes have not activated is Mielikki. So now we have to decide, does Mielikki go in or does she hold?
Can she scoot forward a little bit and take some shots?
She could scoot forward a little bit and take
Maybe
some
behind
shots.
the...
She is already, right now she is just barely out. She has 12 inches to guys over here. I mean, if she comes forward, she's going to still have the whole horde on her. Right?
Yeah.
So if you come forward at all, pretty much the whole thing is going to be able to jump on you anyway. So do you hold off and wait till you can send in your lancers? Do you hold your ground and shoot from there?
Yeah, let's shoot from there.
Okay. So she wants to shoot from there. She's gonna move a little bit around this way and get on the other side. Give me 4. She's gonna get a little bit on the other side of Nina here, and she's gonna shoot at this gang that's over here. She will get 3 dice to shoot. This is unopposed. As long as she gets more than 1. What camera am I on? She only got 1 success, and she does absolutely no good whatsoever.
She only has 3 die 6 and shoot?
No, she has 3 die 10. I'm sorry. Trying to cheat a little bit there. I'll re-roll that. She has 3 die 10, not 3 die 6. Let me cheat once in a while, lady. 3 successes. 1, 2, 3 models are removed. 2 models are no longer combat effective, and that entire mob is removed. So that was all 3 of the gangs that started this game are removed from play. 2 of them were wiped out by Vanamoinen, and the last one right there by Mielikki. Okay, that gives them the control of the cone, but they've activated everybody. So all she can do right now is tell Keck to go, and that's how you manage the directorship. So, that was very good for Keck to force them to get rid of everything. So now if he can get it back, if he can do something to get it back, then they're outside at 12. And these guys have already activated. They don't have anybody to rush.
Just gonna move up.
Do they move up?
Well, maybe they don't. Maybe they stay. Because if they stay,
I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna do something even
okay.
trickier than that.
Oh Lord!
I'm gonna do something even trickier than that. They're gonna all pull back about 3 inches.
Oh, dirty dog.
The ones that can. They're all pulling back about 3 inches. On one of those, when they activate, I think she's going to go ahead and use her bad luck card and make Keck get rid of one of his cards at random. So we'll start over here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Breakaway card was lost. Okay. Not bad. Okay. Keck has not done anything though, and he could drop disarmed. Keck's gonna stay right where he is. Hand me that peril, and he's gonna snipe again. He's gonna use his snipe ability, and he's gonna throw a challenge of 2 successes with finesse or cunning, and he's going to snipe at Elsa here. So she's going to have to roll 2 successes with finesse or cunning. She cannot do either one of those. Oh, but she does have a dodge of 2 dice. So here is her attempt to dodge it. She has a dodge of 2 dice. Here it is. She's got to get 2 successes. She does not. So that means she takes 2 hits. She will have to pass a 2 dice health check. She's going to get to roll 3 dice because she is armored. Need 2 successes? No. And Elsa is down. Boy, his snipe ability is doing good. If you get good perils in your hand, then those can really pay off. That's gone. So the only thing that he hasn't activated is his dear little friend Cobra, and Cobra's going to come over. Cobra's just going to sit there.
Oh.
Cobra's just going to sit there. So at the end of the turn, we have 2 recovery checks. Man, oh man, oh man. And this is big. This is pretty big. This is big. If we blow these, Bessie, you want to roll?
Okay.
Oh, boys and girls, Bessie's in it. Bessie is coming to play. All right, who you rolling for?
Van.
Vanna Moynihan rolls 1 die 6. 5 means Vanna Moynihan is back on his feet. The plot point is still loose. He does not have it, nor can he attempt to pick it up. And he is still bloodied. So that does not move him completely healed up. The other one would be for Elsa out there. And Elsa gets back up as well. All right. Well, I might have made a mistake leaving. Who has control of the cone?
I think you guys do because of snipe.
Keck does, yeah. Keck does. No, not because of snipe.
Oh.
Snipe. Right? They won the last fight, though. Right? Did I miss something? I forget to move it. Pretty sure they won the last fight when they put him down. I think that was the last fight that occurred.
Didn't she?
Oh, wait, she shot and she wiped them out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, she shot.
Oh, okay.
So she held on to it. Oh, man. She held on to the initiative through the last little bit of that turn. Should have thought of that a little bit better. Poor Keck wasn't using his brain power there. Okay, we're starting turn number 3, boys and girls. We're starting turn number 3. Okay, card for sidestep.
Stay well.
Stay well. What's the peril on it? 2?
2.
Okay. He's got a couple 2 peril challenges in his hand, so those are pretty handy to knock some of these guys down. So they backed up. What do we do now? Let's take a look at this table here. Give me a 4. So the Drulans are kind of lagging behind. Of course, Frankie's back here further than everybody. Mielikki is here. Van is way out in front. What do you guys think here? Bessie, what do you think? Throw some chat in there to keep your window active.
I think we need to maybe get Van some help. We don't want them to pile on Van, especially because he's hurt.
So send Nina in.
Yeah.
So Nina is advancing. Okay, Nina is now in the fray. Nina's throwing 4 die 6. The zombie is rolling 2 die 6. Sorry, 3 die 6.
Scoot that camera over so I can see it.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Right, here's the fight. Riding him down with the lance. 4 die 6 coming at him. 1 success.
What the heck? Okay, I'm rolling for them from now on.
Oh, 1 success is useless. except to block. So there's no reason not to use that to block now because it can't cause any damage. So she'll take out the 5, and that means there's still a 4 coming through. So she's going to roll. She needs to pass a 1 dice health check. She's going to get to roll 2 dice because she's armored. She takes the one that she wants. She stays in the saddle. Hard to get her out of the saddle, I tell you. Okay, who's next? Do we send in Elsa now?
Yeah.
Same one?
Yep.
Okay, Elsa comes in on the same character here. Same zombie. She's throwing 4 dice, 6. 3 successes. Zombie is now rolling 2 dice. 1 success. Does she block it or does she take it? Isn't that fun that you have to think about that? How dangerous you want to fight. So she's going to get rid of that.
And that still gives
5.
2.
That puts 2 in there. Has to pass a 2 dice health check. Watch me pass this, boys and girls. Bam. No. Oh. And he is down because these are level 2 zombies. By the way, boys and girls, I'm using the zombie rules out of the characters book. Or the zombie stats. You know, you can make your zombies any way you want. There's actually about 4 or 5 different ways that I do zombies, but this is on page 130 in the characters book. Is a page just full of different zombie stats, and this is one of those. I call these the BLACKBLOODS. Okay, y'all still have control of the initiative here. What are you going to do next?
Should I make you go?
Okay.
Just since I have some help up there for
Van. Yeah. And they're holding this side. It's actually going to be pretty hard for them to get to Van. So send one of these guys in on... I think I'll send my Cobra in first. Cobra goes in first on...
We're going to make some jerky out of you.
It is rolling 2 dice 6 to attack. You're rolling 3 dice 6 to fight back, or 2 dice 6 to dodge.
We're fighting.
Okay. You want to roll?
Yeah.
Okay. It got a 5. 3 dice 6 to roll. Here she is. She's in the game now, boys and girls. Got a 6. It's not going to block. Yeah. It couldn't, even if it wanted to. So it becomes a take them all situation. Elsa's going to have to pass a 1 dice health check. Gets 2 dice to do it. She passes it. My little boogie's going to have to roll a 1 dice health check. And it survives as well. You're going to make me go again?
Yep.
We'll send another zombie in now on Elsa. Let's see if she can hold this flank. It's rolling 3 dice 6. What are you going to do? Fight back with 2 dice 6 or dodge with 2 dice 6?
Might as well fight back.
Okay. Nothing. Dang it. Needed that one. Damn. Nothing. All right. I'll send another one in on you.
I guess I'm going to have to dodge.
Okay. You can fight back with 1 dice. Isn't going to do any good. Yep. So this time she's dodging. 6. Double 6s. It cannot block. So even if it wanted to. So she will have to roll a 1 dice health check, and it will have to roll a 2 dice. No, you dodged. I'm sorry. She was dodging there, so she uses her 6 to stop at 6. Okay, so no damage there. Dang it, I can't get through. Send another zombie in on her.
Okay.
3 dice 6 on it. You're dodging again. 2 dice 6. No way she's going to dodge that. No way she's going to dodge this, boys and girls. 2 dice. She stops nothing. Oh, no. She's going to have to pass a 3 dice health check. She's rolling 4 dice to do it. She's going to take her best 3. Let's see if she can pass this. And she does it, boys and girls. A 3 dice health check pass. Bam. Believe that. Holy crap. That wasn't any good. Okay, well, she's pretty much done. I can't get anything else on her. I guess I'll send a zombie in on Nina. So this one is going to come in on Nina. 3 dice 6. 1. Dang it. All right. Nina, what are you doing? I guess you're fighting back.
3 dice.
Mm-hmm. Wait, has she been in a fight? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just rushed. Yeah, 3 dice. So you got a 1. Okay, so your hit gets through and does nothing. And you'll have to pass a 1 dice health check. And she does. Doggone it. Well,
So now let's go in.
man, I really expected to get something down over there. So this guy hasn't activated.
Correct.
This guy hasn't activated. That
Yeah.
guy hasn't activated. This one is going to activate and just move 6 inches this way.
Okay.
This one's going to activate and rush at Vandemoinen.
Okay. Van's gonna need his face off.
I don't think so. I think all I got to do is get 1 hit through. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to take you down.
It's 5d8. No, 5d6.
5d6 because she's injured. Okay, here's my attack. 2 6s and a 5. Oh, you're going down. Okay, 4 successes. So that's how many dice. Oh no, he's not armored. So I'm gonna have to roll a 4 dice health check, and you're gonna have to roll a 3 dice health check. Vandemoinen is back down.
Man, that was close.
Ow! My poor little zombie is also down.
Man, that was close too.
Blip. Let's see.
Damn.
So this one will now go in on this character here. So
She's got.
I don't think he's been in a fight yet. So 3 dice. You've been in 2 fights. So you can either fight back with 2 or dodge with 2.
I guess I'll fight back with 2.
Okay, there we go. 3 successes, boys and girls. Nothing, and you'll have to roll a 3 dice health check. 4 dice because she is armored.
Oh,
Gonna
man.
take the best 3. I got Nina this time.
Oh,
2 is not enough, and Nina goes down. Okay. I think. Oh, the zombies take control. The zombies take control of the initiative there, boys and girls. I think the only character they haven't activated is Keck.
yeah.
Okay, so Keck has not activated, and I'm going to make you activate.
I guess let's move Francis.
6 inches
Yeah,
forward.
her 6.
Okay. You can measure it, baby.
You want to switch to that one?
Yeah, go ahead. Looked about a 12-inch move to me, lady. All right,
close enough.
now you still have 1 character that has not activated, and that is Mielikki. What is she going to do? What is Mielikki going to do?
Well, I guess I could.
I think I got the Danes shut down this game. I don't see them getting off the table.
I can shoot these 2, right? Can I swap my dice? How many dice?
You could. You could if you think you're big enough.
3 die 10.
They can't shoot back.
No.
You would get into short range. I don't know. That'd be pretty iffy because you would have to roll 2 successes on both of them. And then they would still get their health checks.
Mm-hmm.
You would get up to 4 dice if you got into short range, which you would. You could move up 6 inches and you'd roll 2 dice against both of them, but that's pretty rough. Maybe you just move up and Do you have rushing range? You do. I mean, you could run up there and try and clobber one.
Well, I guess maybe I can get the initiative.
Okay.
Right.
Well, yeah, you could get it back with shooting also, but
Plus, that gets me closer to the.
you're right. You're right. It gets you closer to what you're trying to get done. Just get off the table. So we're going to scoot that guy over a little bit, and we're just going to set her right in here. Give me a different. Give me a good shot on that camera. So she's carrying 2 plot points. She also gets a bonus on her first peril. So when she gets over there, she's going to be hitting with 3 die 6. She's going to be attacking with 3 die 6. Sorry, 3 die 10. 3 die 10. And
He's been in a fight.
he has been in a fight, so he's only going to fight back with 2 die 6. Can she bust through this side, this flank over here? We'll see. We are going to see. All right. You're going to roll first.
Okay.
Three die 10. She gets 2 successes. And it's fighting back with 2 die 6. 2 successes as well. Do you want to block those? Do you want to block one?
No. I'm going to take them all.
She says, take them all. It will have to roll a 2 dice health check. Failed, and it is down. She's going to have to roll a 2 dice health check. Here she comes, boys and girls. There she comes. Failed. And she takes that hit. She takes that hit and damaged. She's a tough gal. Maybe she can hold the line over there. So the only thing that's left is Keck Inch. And I
You're going to
guess
throw it at Nina or Elsie? I don't remember who's. I think it's Nina, right?
that is Elsa that's still up right there. I think I might try to take a wild shot at Mielikki.
Okay.
She doesn't have the best stats on her finesse. Let me see if I got one here. What's her cunning's 3 die 10 though, isn't it?
Yep. But she's hurt.
I bet you can fail this for me. I bet you can fail this. I'm gonna throw a disarmed out there on you. I'm gonna throw this peril at you. He's sniping. He's got line of sight to Mielikki here. So he is throwing a peril at Mielikki with his snipe ability. She's going to have to roll 2 successes with finesse or cunning. So she's going to get...
Can I dodge it?
You can dodge it. Yeah. What's her dodge?
3 die 10, and I have a bonus I can use.
Okay. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, so 4 die 8.
So she's going to get 4 die 8, and she will need to roll 2 successes. She's rolling d8s because she is injured, boys and girls. She needs 2 successes here. 2 successes. Rolling 4 dice. And she dodges it. Doggone it. Man, if I could have plinked her there, given her a good plinking, that would have... That would have been some candy. All right, I think that is. Hold on. You want to go over there and try and help him?
I can, yeah.
Okay. All right, Bessie, gonna go check on the babushka. Babushka number 1. Okay. We got recovery checks to roll for. Oh, she's gonna hate me if I roll and fail her recovery checks. Should we roll them anyway? How are you guys doing out there? Let me say some howdies. Put some howdies into the chat so I know who all is here. If you're on here with us right now, are you enjoying this game? This is a fun one. I see Phil from Florida on here. I see Nay. I see Bolt Thrower on here. Or Bolter Thrower. Oh no, save the Dogo. Yes, Sean Hudson in New Mexico. Bolter Thrower, where you at? Where are you located? I see Michael on here up in southern Canada, South Canada. I see Stu Rat. Oh, we got a Perkysaurus on here, and a Lord Grumpus, and a Von B. Wow. Howdy, boys and girls. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. I bet you both of you have done it, though. Jeffrey Clark is on here. Nay. Charlie Stout. Very cool. Very cool. A lot of familiar names. Thank you, guys. Really, really do appreciate this little community of Pulp players that we have. How awesome is this? We went to the pumpkin patch yesterday, posted some pictures up. This again is a basic scenario straight out of the core rulebook. So this is the Pulp Alley core rulebook right here. This is the dangerous delivery scenario. So we call one side the attackers. They're the ones that are actually trying to get off the table. And they start with 3 plot points in their possession. So they're basically trying to get off the table with as many plot points as they can. Any plot points that are left on the table at the end of this scenario automatically are taken by the defender. So the defender really doesn't have to take the plot points. As a matter of fact, they cannot pick the plot points up in this scenario. That's one of the special rules. But any plot points that are still on the table, and that includes if a attacker is still carrying us a plot point but doesn't make it off the table, well, that one counts for the defender. So cool scenario. These basic scenarios, and I think there's either 6 or 7 basic scenarios. I don't remember in the book, and they're great to reskin and to put into different settings. I don't know. I feel like it's about time to switch over and do a different setting. So I'd like to know if you guys have any suggestions. Sometimes it comes down to, just how I feel at the moment. Next week, we're going to have a guest player again. So I'd encourage you guys out there, if you would like to get involved in this, it really doesn't matter whether or not you've never played or if you've played 100 games. We encourage you to sign up and get involved in this and come on here and play with us remotely from wherever you are in the world. So it's a great way to learn the rules or just to play and have fun. Very, very cool. So if you'd like to play, send us a message via the Facebook or send us an email or something like that, and we'll get you signed up to play. Next week, we have Vern Jeske coming. He's in California, and we will be playing remotely with Vern Jeske. So maybe we'll still be doing our Venus 1888 setting, or maybe we'll move on and do something else. I've got a hankering to do some fantasy. I've really been wanting to do some fantasy. I've really been wanting to do some World War II, perhaps. Maybe go back and do a Western, although we did, I just love Western games. So I don't think I'll do the Westerns yet. I need to go back and do something else first. Stompy mechs, yes. Did you see the 15 millimeter sci-fi that we did? That was a lot of fun. That kind of had some robots out there, but yeah, some bigger stuff would be fun too. I'm going to go ahead and roll my recovery checks, and you guys don't need to watch. So I'll just trust me on this. It'll be she's not back yet, so it'll be all right. Let's see what camera we're going to use. This camera over here. All right, so I have 2 zombies that are down. 3 zombies that are down. So I'm going to go ahead and roll for those. So this one up. This one up. And I'll just back him up an inch. This one, all 3 of my recovery checks were passed, boys and girls. All 3 of my recovery checks were passed. What are you doing? What are you doing, you little goblin? You little goblin. Yeah. Oh, don't you eat that. Don't you eat it. Oh, she's going to eat it. What was that? Can you say da-da? Da-da. Da-da. Okay. Well, I hate to roll her recovery checks for her. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and move on a little bit. We'll go ahead and pull a bullet. So we know we're starting turn number 4. Running out of time. My goal is not to just slaughter zombies here. My goal is for the Danes is to get them off of the table. So I can't really afford to let Mielikki get held up there. I really need to try and get her off the table if possible. If she gets off the table carrying the major plot point and 1 minor plot point, that's basically game, because that's a total of 4 victory points. So if she gets off the table with carrying both of those, that will basically be the end of it. Let's see, who currently has control of the initiative? I still have it sitting over there. Is that right? The Skrulls have control. So I'm going to draw a fortune card for the Skrulls first. They got an uncanny. About as useless for them as you could get right now. And then for my Danes, got a warmed up. Warmed up is kind of nice. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to have to go ahead and roll for recoveries. She's got 3 big ones, though. She's got 3 big recovery checks. Give me some suggestions if you'd like to see some. Let's do Kelly's Heroes. That would be fun. There's some cool figures out there. Oftentimes, I go back into the collection Westerns. Lord Grumpus likes Westerns. I know Mac Daddy likes those Westerns too. Kelly's Heroes, Sean said, backs that one. Some World War II would be fun, and it would definitely be sort of thing. Let's see. What about doing the Conan setting? Yeah, I kind of have a feeling like I might. That's right now to go back and do some of the old Conan scenarios. Bow chest would be fun. Yeah. Let's see what else is. Anybody else have something? Some pirate scenarios would be fun. I have some colonials that I'd like to do too. I think that would be a ball to some Renaissance or some swashbuckling sort of scenarios. That would be a ball. I'm gonna get something to drink. Switch cameras on you a little bit here. Here she comes. All right, Bessie, we waited on you to roll your recovery checks. I knew if I blew it, I'd probably end up getting scalped. So she's got 3 big important recovery checks to try and pass here. 3 big ones.
3?
3 big ones.
What did you do?
You have Elsa that's down, you have Vanna Moylan that's down, and you have an injured Mielikki.
Right.
And by the way, boys and girls, we ought to tell her now, I passed all 3 of my recovery checks while you were gone.
As I can see from Dr. Pulp saying, you used your special dice.
I did, in fact, use my special dice. All right, let's see what you can do. Who are you rolling for?
Mielikki.
All right, pick out a dice, see if you can make it special,
Mm.
and
Yeah, that feels good.
there's a spot for you to roll. Okay.
Damn.
Mielikki remains injured.
All right, Van.
Van
Oh my
Van
God.
is removed from
I don't like that
play. Oh, she's switching out the dice. And Elsa, that's not Elsa, that's Nina. Nina is gone. Oh my gosh. That turn right there may have sunk them. You drew a warmed up. I drew an uncanny. We're starting turn number 4. The Kekich has control of the initiative right now. So does he just go for blood here and try and finish them off?
Why not?
I think so. I think that's what he's going to do. Oh, wait. Let me get that camera out of the way. Let's see. All right. Okay. I don't see any reason to let them activate first. So what Keck is going to do here is try and just take them out. Now, there is a loose plot point basically sitting under Mielikki's feet, but she's got 2 plot points and she's injured. We're going to go ahead and just start sending people in on her and see if we can take her down. If we can make her drop those plot points, man, it's going to be candy. Now, does she just go for dodging here now that she's injured instead of trying to fight? What is she going to do? I've got 3 dice 6 coming at you. 3 dice 6 is what's coming at you. What are you going to do here? Give me camera 2.
Oh.
Right here is Mielikki. Here's the first zombie coming up
What are you
on
coming
her.
at me with?
3 dice 6.
3 die 6. I guess I'll brawl you with 3 die 10 or 3 die 8.
3 die 8. All right. Here we go. Come on over here. 3 die 6 coming at you. 3 successes. This could be the end of her right here. Brawling, you got 1 success, and that will be useless. As the active character, I won't even block it, which I couldn't. So it'll be useless, and you'll have to roll a 3 dice health check. She is not armored. She's down at D8 health. And she is injured again, boys and girls. This is it right here. This could be the end of Mielikki. I'm going to send another zombie in. Now, she has Moxie, so she does not lose dice. So she'll be fighting with 3 dice, and I've got 3 dice. Are you going to dodge, or are you going to fight me? I got a 6 and a 5 coming at you. All right, roll your 3 dice. So this is where she goes down. 3 successes, doesn't really matter because she's going to take 2 hits and go down. And she is down. That's going to cause her to lose both of her plot points. My little zombie is going to have to roll a 3 dice health check. And it is down as well. Let's see. Now we'll finish off. Try to finish off. Who is this? Elsa? Elsa's got 3 dice coming at her. What is she going to do? Is she going to dodge with 2 dice or fight back with 4?
Fight back.
Okay. 3 dice coming at you. Got nothing. Fighting back with 4 dice.
Bum, 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 bum,
Here's the fight.
bum.
2 hits. So the zombie's going to have to roll a 2 dice health check. Pass. pass the health check, and the zombie stays up.
Boo.
Next zombie in line is attacking her. Now you have a warmed up card. I only got one success. Are you dodging or are you fighting?
Can I play the warmed up?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So you're going to continue rolling 4 dice against me?
Yep.
Here you go. She plays her warmed up card, so she's going to ignore the multiple fights penalty for the rest of this turn.
Oh.
Nothing. My snake is going to bite you. It's got 2 dice coming at you. Are you going to fight me or brawl?
I'm fine.
She's got that warmed up going now, so she's going to try and use it. Okay, you got 3 successes. I got 2 successes. I'm not going to block them, so I'll have to roll a 3 dice health check. Failed. That is 1.
I had 3.
Yep. 3 dice. 1 success.
Coming at you with 4.
Yep. 3 successes. So you're going to have to pass a 2 dice health check. I mean, a 1 dice, but you're using 2. And she passes it. My poor little zombie took 3 hits. And it is down. It's this guy back here. And this is the last zombie that's already touching you, is this guy all the way back here. He's rolling 3 dice. Oh, ooh. This is her end right here. This is the end of her right here. 2 successes. Okay, I cannot block, so I will have to roll a 2 dice health check. And I failed, so he's down, and you're going to have to pass a
3 dice.
3 dice health check. And you did not. Elsa goes down. So I have 2 characters over here that have not activated.
Francis
1,
hasn't gone.
2, 3, and you're exactly right. Frankie has not activated. What is she going to do?
She's going to rush.
She's got a rush on. Who do you want to rush?
Who are our
I
options?
think Keck held on to the initiative through all of that, didn't he?
Yeah, because I never clearly won anything.
All right. Who do you want to try and run down over there? These 2 look about the same distance, so.
I will pick this guy.
Okay. She runs him down, so she's rolling 4 dice 6 against this guy. And the zombie is rolling 2 dice 6. Let's see how this one goes. I think this is the end of them right here, boys and girls. I think the Danes have finally hit the wall.
2.
You get 2 successes. It's only rolling 2 dice. How do you want to play that? You just going to say take them all?
Yeah.
Okay. So it will have to pass a 2 dice health check. Failed, and it is down. You're going to have to try to pass a 1 dice health check.
I agree, Junie. We can do it.
And that will give you the cone. She clearly won that one. But that's all your characters, isn't it?
I think so.
So I have 3 characters that have not activated. And I'll start with this one. Will come at her. So now, are you going to fight me with 3 or dodge with the K? Here's my 3 dice. Nothing. Here you go. Two. Gonna have to roll a 2 dice health check. Nope. And he is down. Wonder if that guy has range. 12-inch range. Oh, sure. All right. Another fella comes in on her. He's rolling 3 dice. Now you can dodge with 2 or fight with 2.
I'll fight with 2.
Okay. Here's the attack. 2 successes. Nothing. So you're going to have to pass a 2 dice health check. And you
Yes.
did it. You did it. You still have control of the cone. The only character that hasn't activated on their side is Keck, and he's going to use his sniper ability, and he's going to throw a peril at her. She's going to have to pass a 2 dice peril with might, finesse, or cunning. She doesn't have any of those, but she can try to dodge it. Snipe. Two successes is what she needed. She did not get it, so she's going to have to pass a 2 dice health check. She gets 3 dice, and she passed it. So her armor saved her.
Yay.
Okay, that ends the turn. Recovery checks. Recovery checks, boys and girls. I'm going to roll for my zombies first. Zombie. Up. Zombie. Up. Zombie. Up.
Oh my gosh.
Zombie. Oh, come
Phew.
on. What the heck?
Don't be greedy.
Boo.
Don't be greedy.
Boo. I lost a zombie. Zombie. Up. All right. Who are you rolling for?
We'll go with Mielikki.
Mielikki is up. Now, do you want to be in contact with a zombie or back away an
I
inch?
guess back away an inch.
Okay, you're backed up an inch.
And then Nina or Elsa?
I guess that's up to you. Who are you rolling for?
Who's down?
That is Elsa. And she is gone. Elsa is gone.
And then Nina's
boys.
hurt?
No, Nina, that's
Or is that Mielikki?
that's Franny. That's Frankie over there. That one shouldn't be. Oh yeah, those are both on her. She's got 2 on her. Oh my gosh, boys and girls. I think we could get really close to calling this now.
Okay.
Let me assess it just a little bit here. It's going to leave her with 2 turns. Right now, because Mielikki went down, she lost both of her plot points. So if she spent this turn, she's going to have 2 turns left. If she spent this turn picking up the major plot point, then she would have to spend next turn running off the table, and then she would still be a loss.
Yeah.
Because you would move off with 3 points, but 4 points were still left on the table. So I think we can probably call it there as far as the scenario is concerned.
Okay.
I think Mielikki took a pretty good whooping on this one. And I think, what do you think? What do you think we did there?
Maybe sending Van out in the front from the get-go was maybe not
It was too
idea.
aggressive.
Alone.
Mm-hmm.
And with the Drulons falling behind, we maybe shouldn't have left them
Mm-hmm.
as behind.
Tried to keep the whole group together a little
Yeah.
bit.
Get the,
So when they
stay-
hit,
yeah.
when they hit, Van wasn't doing too bad out there. on
No,
its
but
own.
because he was up there, look at this dog pile.
Yes. Yeah.
And
And without having a warmed up or something like that to kind of really take them all on.
yeah.
There's a danger there, and you guys kind of see it in that one, that when you have 2 dice to fight with or 2 dice to dodge, it really matters whether or not you're the active character.
Yeah.
If you're not the active character and you're letting them attack you and you're not trying to dodge them, then you're basically just signing yourself up to get beat down, because at least choosing to dodge there gives you that option to try and knock out some of their successes and keep yourself alive. So I felt like maybe there towards the end, they got a little too aggressive also, as far as
Yeah.
the Danes.
Yeah.
Like there were times when maybe a dodge would have kept Mielikki up, possibly kept Van Moinen up. I
Yeah.
don't know. But sometimes just going all out for blood means there's going to be a lot of blood, and that means sometimes it's going to be yours as well.
What?
Yeah. Yep. Yep. And I think that's one of the cool things about Pulp Alley is that you can choose how you want to fight. And if you're going to fight very aggressively, then that also, just like in boxing, just like in MMA, just like, right? In real life, if you choose to fight aggressively, then you're also opening yourself up to take a lot of hits as well. And that's where you kind of have to consider maybe, what is your strategy there? What are your tactics? I also feel like, I hate to say it, but I also feel like the dice were a little bit on my side today as far as
Those recovery checks?
yeah, the recovery checks. Yeah. And then her failing almost all of her recovery checks.
Especially on that couple turns ago.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. And that's kind of the difference between using, again, that's kind of the difference between using an ally level character and using a gang. Those could have been gangs out there and they would have just been getting whittled away by those hits and possibly removed. But if you can pass your recovery checks and I'm getting to stand that zombie up at the end of every turn, bam, and it's back and it's back and it's back. Man, that can make, if you can make your rolls, allies are actually a little bit better than gangs. But if you're going to fail your rolls, then gangs are a little bit better. That's something that you can't really say on that sort of stuff. So, do we want to continue doing the Venus 1888? Do we want to see? She's captured now, possibly, and going to be sacrificed to Ulatek. One of the things that they determined when they were in this fight here is that as they were fighting this group of zombies, they realized that many of the zombies that were here were people that they expected to be at the fort, suggesting that perhaps the fort has already fallen to the zombie horde.
Yep.
So, Uprising 1888. Very, very cool. Thank you guys so much. What did Ed say? Thank you, everybody. Another great game. Fun. Very cool. Very cool. Where did Bolter Thrower say he was from? Reminds me of Necron's Reanimation. Yep. Yep. That sort of thing. Yeah, the zombies hate the Necrons. That would be fun. I don't think I have any Necron models. But they have some cool models. I also like the Tau. I think those make some really pretty models. Games Workshop, my gosh, they're pretty much top of the heap as far as making beautiful models. Certainly, they were the best for a long time. Now other companies are kind of stepping their game up as well. Bolter Throwers up there in Washington, very cool indeed. Thank you so much for jumping on here and joining us today. We really do appreciate the wonderful group of folks that we have. I hope you guys will stick with us and join us in the next episode. Bessie, is there anything else we need to go over?
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I guess we're going to do like a Halloween game next week. We're going to try and do a Halloween themed game next week. Dave didn't mention
the magnet for the dice.
Oh, my loaded dice. Questwise, thank you so much for joining us. If you guys haven't checked out Questwise's channel, you ought to go over there and check out his stuff. He covers a lot of stuff relating to D&D. I saw he did a video about Palladium games too. Covers a lot of different stuff, a lot of role-playing games. I didn't see a lot on skirmish gaming, but he's got a really cool overview of Pulp Alley over there on the Questwise channel. You got to go check that out. So, very cool. Thank you, Bolter Thrower. Definitely appreciate it. I guess we're going to get out of here. Phil there is in Hawaii. So we will see all of you later. Bessie, hit the button. Bye, everybody.